Assalamu alaikum. Hello and warm welcome to all of you. Dear students, today I am here with the first part of Civics chapter number 2. What is democracy? Why democracy? Dear, in this chapter we are going to discuss the meaning of democracy, the features of democracy, arguments in favor of democracy, arguments against democracy, and at the last we are going to compare democratic form of government with non-democratic form of government. So first I would like to clear the definition of democracy. Actually, the simple definition of democracy is a form of government in which the rulers are elected by the people. Students, you have to keep in mind, in democracy, rulers are elected by the people. There is a process called election through which people are electing their ruler. Means people have right to choose their ruler. People are giving vote to choose their ruler. So democracy is a form of government in which rulers are elected by the people. Here, by the definition, it allows us to separate democratic form of government from non-democratic form of government. For example, the army ruler of Myanmar are not elected by the people. Those who happen to be in control of army become the rulers of the country. People, they have not chosen the ruler. I would like to give you another example. The king of Nepal and Saudi Arabia, they rule over the country not because the people have chosen them, but they are ruling over the country because they born into the royal family. The king of Nepal and king of Saudi Arabia, both are ruling over the country not because people have chosen them to rule over the country, but because they born in royal family. Because both the country, earlier Nepal was also following monarchical form of government. So in monarchical form of government, it is a hereditary position. After king, his son will come into power. So here, the army ruler of Myanmar, the king of Nepal, the king of Saudi Arabia, these rulers are not elected by the people. But they are ruling over the country. But as I told you in definition, In democracy, rulers are elected by the people. So these above example, we can call these are not the democratic form of government. These are the example of non-democratic form of government. So first feature of democratic form of government, you can give democracy is a form of government in which rulers are elected by the people. So that is the first feature of democratic form of government. Second, major decisions are taken by elected leader. Here you have to keep in mind, in democratic form of government, major decisions are taken by elected leader on behalf of the people. Major decisions are taken by the ruler because they are the elected representative of the people. Here I would like to give you the example of Pakistan. In 1999, General Pervez Musharraf led a military coup in Pakistan. He overthrew the democratic form of government and declared himself the chief executive of the country. Later, in 2002, he changed his position and he held a referendum in the country which granted him 5-year extension as the leader of Pakistan. So, he held the referendum. Now, what is this referendum? Referendum, actually, it is the proposal to the people to accept or reject any political proposal. This is, we can call a referendum. In 2002, Pervez Musharraf issued a legal framework order in Pakistan and amended the constitution, and he became the president of Pakistan. He took all the power of administration of the country in his hand. So, he is also free to take all the decisions regarding to the administration of the country. But dear student, the government under General Pervez Musharraf in Pakistan, it is not a democratic form of government, because in democratic form of government, decisions are taken by elected leader. On behalf of the people, their elected representative, they are taking the decision. So the second feature of democratic form of government is major decisions are taken by elected leader. Number 3, democratic form of government is based on the principle of one person, one vote, one value. As in the definition, we discussed that rulers are elected by the people. So in democracy, people have right to vote. all the adult citizens of the country are given right to vote without any discrimination. This is also known as universal adult franchise. In our country, the citizen who is 18 years and above, they are given right to vote by the constitution of the country. So here you have to keep in mind all citizens of the country, though they belong to any religion, no discrimination of religion, caste, gender, all are given right to vote by the constitution of the country. So democracy is a form of government, all the citizens are given right to vote, and it is based on the principle of one person, one vote, one value. In Saudi Arabia, women earlier they did not have right to vote. In Estonia, actually they made this citizenship rule in such a way that people belonging to Russian community find difficult to get right to vote. In Fiji, the electoral system is such that the vote of an indigenous Fiji means native of Fiji, has more value than that of Indian Fiji. So these are the example. But in democracy, actually democracy is based on fundamental principle of political equality. In democracy, each adult citizen must have one vote and each vote must have one value. So in democracy, the value of the vote of the common citizen is as equal as the value of the vote of the president and prime minister. So this is the third feature of democratic form of government. Number one is that in democracy, rulers are elected by the people. Number two, in democracy, major decisions are taken by elected leader. Number three, democracy is based on the principle of one vote, one person, one vote, one value. With this, I would like to conclude my today's lecture. Thank you very much for your cooperation. Allah Hafiz.